Nigeria's major cities, Lagos, has allowed residents to revisit their worship places more than 4 months after absence thanks to the COVID-19 global pandemic. Worshippers expressed delight for returning to the worship centers as authorities put in place safety guidelines to protect people contracting the virus. The Nigerian government had ordered the closure of all public places, including religious centers, as part of measures to stem the spread of the disease in the country. Here's more details of that.
Getting screens to gain access to the mosque for prayers. It's a new normal for houses of worship in Lagos, and it doesn't end here. Every worshipper is still required to write down their names and given a tag before they are finally allowed in. And once the number required is complete, the gates are shut. Inside, everyone must observe physical distancing and have their face mask on in line with the guidelines issued by the government of the city. It's the very first time this mosque will be reopening for worshippers in nearly 5 months after the government shut down all worship places in the city to check the spread of COVID-19.
Even the mosque itself took so many measures. Like sanitizing of the mosque, it was done. I think twice, we did it twice. The sanitizing of the people that will come to worship, we make sure the waters are running, not inside the mosque and even outside the mosque. We have soap to wash their hands so that they are coming from outside. They might be contaminated with so many things. Their hands are washed. And we are taking records in case we have an issue so that easy contact and contact tracing can be made.
The turnout is very, very impressive. And on the part of the restriction, of course, we have to start from somewhere. We have to start. This is more or less like a litmus test. And of course, we are good to go.
For many worshippers, the reopening of religious centers is a welcome relief and gives them the opportunity to also meet with friends they have not set their eyes on since the COVID-19 induced restrictions were imposed.
It feels so good. For the past 4 months, we've not been to mosques. We have little prayers. We do prayer around 12, 1. We couldn't do all that. But now that the mosque is open, we are so grateful to Allah that at last it is open. We can gather and pray Jumat. Alhamdulillah.
Authorities say this is only just a test to assess the readiness of the worship centers to comply with the COVID-19 guidelines. For now, both mosques and churches are only allowed to hold services once a week until when the government feels it has the COVID-19 situation very much under control to allow for full-blown operations of worship places.